One of the greatest privileges we have as children of God is knowing that He walks with us every single day. The Bible promises this repeatedly, and I want to share with you a transformative truth this morning. In Isaiah 58, verse 11, the Lord tells us the Lord will guide you always. He will satisfy your soul in barren places and give strength to your bones. You will be like a well-watered garden, like a spring whose waters never fail. This is just one of many promises of divine guidance found throughout Scripture. We see stories of men and women who walked with the Lord, who were guided through valleys, deserts, spiritual wastelands, and difficult situations. And I believe He does the same today for those who trust in Him. But there is something we need to understand deeply. God does not change. If God says He will do something, He is not just trying to encourage us. He is serious. When He speaks through the pages of His Word, we can have absolute certainty that everything He promises will be fulfilled. Isaiah 55, verse 11 assures us, "So is my word that goes out from my mouth. It will not return to me empty, but will accomplish what I desire and achieve the purpose for which I sent it." And in Numbers 23, verse 19, God is not human, that He should lie, not a human being, that He should change His mind. Does He speak and then not act? Does He promise and not fulfill? If God promises that He will guide us, if He promises that He will go before us, then He does it. Period. There was a time in my life when I discovered that I became restless easily when I felt I didn't have enough. I didn't like it when contracts decreased. I didn't like it when my bank account went down. I was constantly agitated because I felt that everything depended on me. I had to make it work. I called myself a Christian, but honestly, I didn't trust the Lord to guide me in this area of my life. It took time, a long time, but one day I came to an understanding. I realized two important things. First, I really wasn't trusting God to guide me in this part of my life. And second, when I finally started to trust, I realized that He had already made provision for me. I just needed to trust Him to guide me through it. So I made a choice. I asked the Lord. I told Him I would trust Him through it. And that's how my journey of trust began. The beginning was turbulent. Sometimes I still don't let Him guide me as I should. But I asked. I trusted. Am I in a place where I trust God 100% to guide me? I don't know. But I know He probably started with me from scratch. This journey has taught me several important things that I want to share with you this morning. First, we can trust God in different ways in different matters. We surrender things to God in different ways. Someone may trust God to guide them through their financial life, but they don't trust Him to guide them in other areas like family, relationships, healing, or even emotional pain. And if we don't trust God in one matter, we're really not open to Him guiding us through it. We need to trust God in everything. Absolutely everything. Proverbs 3, verses 5 and 6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight." Second, trusting the Lord to guide us is a journey, and that journey is gradual. But this gradual progression does not begin without a commitment. You have to start by trusting the Lord to go before you and guide you day by day. Asking Him to guide you daily is essential. If you can't trust God to guide you for one day, you definitely won't be able to trust Him for a month. You have to start with the smallest period of time that you have and can handle. You have to be able to give him that. You have to let him guide you first through that. It's when you allow him to guide you that things change. And believe me, you have to allow the Lord to guide you. You have to be willing to follow. Because God can't guide someone who doesn't follow him. No one can, really. In Isaiah 45, verse 2, the Lord spoke to Cyrus and said, I will go before you and will level the mountains. I will break down gates of bronze and cut through bars of iron. And this is what he says to all of us this morning. When the Lord guides us, he goes before us. He clears our path. When the Lord is in control of your life, you make better decisions. You make better choices. You see more clearly. You have help not only from the natural world, but also from the supernatural world, from the heavenly realm. What are the advantages of being guided by God? Well, besides the fact that being guided daily by God helps us make better decisions, it also tunes us in to know God's voice. It helps us know when God is speaking. It strengthens our discernment. Isaiah 30, verse 21 says, Then you will hear a voice behind you saying, This is the way, walk in it, whether you turn to the right or to the left. When that voice speaks, you recognize it. And it is only through that recognition that we can be properly guided. People who have surrendered themselves to following God's guide know his voice. They know when the Lord speaks. That's how we train ourselves to hear God's voice. That's how we learn to recognize what he is saying in every moment by constantly listening, by constantly following. In John 10, verse 27, Jesus said, My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. This is the promise for you today. You can be guided. You can know God's voice. All you need to do is start today. Surrender this day to the Lord. Ask him to go before you. Ask him to guide you. And then, simply trust. Trust him with your whole heart. The Lord promises to be with you. He promises to guide your steps. Now it's time for you to allow him to do that. May God bless you abundantly on this